Hello, my name is Leticia Toplo, and I'm a graduate from Mercer University's Clinical Mental Health program. Thanks for coming to my presentation entitled Graduate What's Next? Promoting Occupational Success in Black and Immigrant Youth. Here are learning objectives for today. Number 1, to understand the impact of career guidance on Black and immigrant youth. Next, to identify competency gaps in Black and immigrant youth career socialization process. Then, we will aim to support practitioners in using the tools that they have to teach sound decision making and help clients grow their emotional intelligence from the objective lens of career development. Then, we will review lessons learned from immigrant youth stakeholder focus groups. Let's get started with the importance of career guidance. Career guidance helps individuals acquire skills in career planning and decision making. It helps enhance their self-efficacy beliefs, supports the building of emotion regulation skills to deal with career-related stress, and broadens individuals' choices and helps them consider new paths. It can be especially beneficial for those who may not have had opportunities for mastery experiences, vicarious learning, or access to adaptive role models in their school, family, or neighborhoods. Individuals who would benefit from a career intervention include first-generation students, students with learning disabilities, juvenile offenders, youth from low-income, rural, or minority backgrounds, and non-native English-speaking immigrant or refugee youths. Now let's start with story time. The following case study is for illustrative purposes only and is not representative of all minoritized youth. Also, let's keep in mind that there are belief systems and structural inequalities that are the root cause of the circumstances depicted and that continue to perpetuate cycles of inequality. Chris is a 14-year-old male who lives in a low-income neighborhood where people are often heard arguing through the walls and kids are often seen playing outside unsupervised. His only escape from a challenging home life is to sit outside on the porch. School is no better because his teachers always get on him about not completing his work and making a lot of mistakes. His mind is always racing and he seems to just not be able to get a break. Right now, he's failing all his classes except science. Chris dreams of living in the neighborhood, but he doesn't know how or where to start. He doesn't want to work construction like his dad or work at his uncle's auto shop all his life. Maybe he can ask the counselor at his after-school program for help. Now, Chris is not the only one in need of a career intervention. Most career interventions are implemented in the school setting and the community. However, they may not be founded on evidence-based practices and still leave a gap to fill for minoritized youth who make up 40% of the United States population. Like the unemployed jogger, the exhausted working mom, or a recent graduate, many people can benefit from a career intervention. All counselors and other youth practitioners can be effective with or without a certification in career development with the aid of the Career and Wellness Guide. And that's where you, the counselor, come in. Now that we understand the benefits of career guidance, let's discuss wellness as it relates to the field of counseling. The widely used definition for counseling mentions wellness and career in addition to mental health. Wellness is defined as a lifestyle conducive to optimal health and well-being in which body, mind, and spirit are integrated to live more fully within the natural community. Therefore, It's no surprise that work and career is one of the 5 life tasks illustrated by Myers, Sweeney, and Whitmer's wellness model. Introducing the Career and Wellness Guide, an intervention model adapted from 30 plus years of career development and wellness research. It's an integrative, novel intervention whereby an individual can develop skills applicable to all areas of wellness. For example, in the assessment phase, counselors may use motivational interviewing, stages of change, and the wellness inventory. As part of reframing beliefs, counselors may use RABT or CBT. When it comes to emotional intelligence and coping skills, counselors can use psychoeducation and DBT. Regarding change management, counselors can use goal setting and motivational interviewing. When it comes to career planning activities, counselors can assign homework activities to their clients. In essence, career development is a return to the early days of the counseling field, and the Career and Wellness Guide is its vessel. There is an intervention strategy for every stage of competence where a client might be, and all of this is condensed into a succinct guide that can be accessible to all. As part of the developmental phase of the Career and Wellness Guide, a stakeholder focus group was held to gauge its relevance for immigrant youth. These discussions generated the following lessons learned. Number 1. To illustrate the stages of change or competency in the Career and Wellness model as circular rather than linear graphs in order to show continuity. This feedback was incorporated in this presentation. Next, it was to formulate case studies based on participant stories. Please wait till the end to find out more about how to participate. Then, the next feedback was to assess emotional intelligence globally as well as its individual components. It was also suggested that the guide should be used for 6 to 12 week groups and the language made appropriate for different types of learners. Then, participants suggested that assessments be used pre and post in order to gauge overall learning. Last but not least, it was also recommended to provide psychoeducation for parents of multicultural clients in order to reduce resistance. I hope this was a great overview for practitioners and that this leaves you as a counselor more equipped to address the career needs that you may encounter. Thank you again for watching my presentation. I would like to thank Dr. Summers, Dr. Scott, and all the organizers for the opportunity to participate in the Black Mental Health Symposium. Please feel free to contact me at ljtalkflow@gmail.com if you have any questions, would like to know more about the guide, or if you would like to participate in future research and recommend a friend for a role model or case study participant.